What's up, guys? This is a review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Nemesis Immortal. I just got this in today from Hasbro Pulse, so super excited to get it open and unbox it. Alright, here is Nemesis Immortal out of the box. You can see he is a nice 6-inch figure. A little bit bigger than a standard 6-inch figure. Here's a Jada Toys Roo next to him, so you can see he towers above him. He's probably closer to 7 inches, so might be a little bit better comparison to like a McFarlane figure. So just to give you a size comparison, here is a McFarlane Green Lantern, or from the Crime Syndicate. So you can see they're about the same size right there. If I can get them to stand up. McFarlanes don't like to stand usually very easily unless they have their little figure stands. So you can see he's a little closer to a Green Lantern over there. But in terms of G.I. Joe or True 112, I think he looks pretty good at this size. So yeah, beautiful paint job. There's a lot of paint, I think, on this figure. It's not just colored plastic. Amazing attention to detail on the sword holsters here. He's got these bladed protrusions coming out of his forearm. Very Doomsday-ish kind of. Yeah, or like Baraka for Mortal Kombat. But yeah, let me get in close for the head, just so you can see the detail of the eyes. Really nice job with just the shading on the pupils and the bags under the eyes, like he's stressed out and just, angry, and they did a really good job on that. You can see the side of the head, really nice sculpted detail in the armor. All the way down to the feet, the shins, the claws on the feet. Yeah, he looks great. The shoulder pads are a little dirty. I mean, I know there's some kind of weathering. It's a little thickly applied, so I'm not sure I love that. But everything else from the back of the figure looks really good. The only unpainted probably parts are maybe, I would say, like the arms look like just plastic, and maybe like the holsters, that's unpainted except for the purple that's painted. So yeah, top-notch job with the painting of this figure. So Nemesis Immortal comes with a bunch of accessories. This was a deluxe figure, so it was a higher price point than a standard classified G.I. Joe release. A lot of the deluxes go for anywhere from $35 to $45, $44. I think this guy was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so you can only get him with Hasbro Pulse. He's sold out right now, but I think they still are doing small batches of reissues, so you just gotta keep going to Hasbro Pulse and just keep checking back with the site. I'm part of a bunch of G.I. Joe groups on Facebook, and a nice thing about being part of these groups on social media is like you can get a heads up usually pretty quick if someone sees that they're available on Hasbro Pulse. So yeah, so I would definitely go and check out Instagram or Facebook and try to find some other collectors that might give you the ins on when this thing comes up, and then you can grab it because it goes out really quick, within 5 minutes, I think. So anyway, back to the accessories. So he comes with these wings that are very long and kind of a little smaller than I thought. I've been seeing some people do customs with theirs where they're using, I think, like one of those Venom Null wings that are from that Venom 2-pack with Null, is that his name? And so that they've been using that as a mod for him because they look more bat-like. These are good though. The only thing is that the arms are kind of long, and so I think it's a little different when you get into poses, just because you're gonna have these wings kind of more looking like limbs on the side than like, say, huge bat wings or bird wings, you know. So it's gonna kind of have this like almost like thin arm part here, and then you'll see, you know, the wings here. But it looks really nice. It's mostly unpainted, I think. It's just plastic here for the wings, but then there's paint on the shoulder pads of the wings, and the back looks like it might have some painting over there, maybe some dry brushing. So we'll pop them in, and then you can see Nemesis Enforcer with his wings spread out. So he balances pretty easily. I'm pretty happy with the way that comes out. He doesn't want to fall over. A lot of times, you know, wings or backpacks will make these figures fall over really easily. And you can see get them some cool poses. So the wings are on hinges, and you can get them to go about this high, and you can get them to go lower, I guess more folded in. They're a little tight, so you might want to warm them up with hot water or a hair dryer, just to kind of make it a little easier to bend if you have time. I usually do a hot water bath on a lot of my figures when they're tight, but it's moving, so it's not too bad. It's a lot better than that giant man that I just got, the HasLab giant man. The fingers on that were really tight, so I needed to do a hot water bath on those. But yeah, thighs are a little shaky, but they're not super loose. You can always stick in things up with floor polish or other things to make the joints a little tighter if you have to. That's what I do. And then in terms of other accessories, he comes with these two swords, these Cobra Law swords, I guess. They go into the holsters here on the side. They fit really nice, although they come up pretty far down. I'd be very scared to have open blades just next to my legs all the time, but he's a badass, so he doesn't care, obviously. Get this going the right way. So yeah, you can see they fit into his holsters pretty well. He also comes with this other accessory. They're not snakes, it's almost like tentacles. It almost looks like kind of like a squid tentacle with the suckers, but they also kind of reminds me of like some of these like plants, or not like a Venus flytrap. There's a bunch of other kind of plants that kind of have tentacles like this. I can't remember the names of them, like predatory plants. But yeah, it's kind of like an octopus, I guess, in some ways. So these articulate and bend, so you can actually get them into pretty good poses with them. They're not wired, or I don't think, or maybe they are. But yeah, they seem to be pretty pliable in terms of getting them into cool, you know, positions, so you can get a different look for Nemesis Immortal. I guess they changed his name. I think from the movie he was Nemesis Enforcer, right? And then they've changed it to Nemesis Immortal, I've heard, because they lost the rights to Nemesis Enforcer. So it's Nemesis Immortal. So excuse me if I mispronounce the name sometimes. I'm just so used to saying the character's name from what I remember as a child. So yeah, but, let's get this backpack on. And it's not as big, so it's kind of nice. It's just a different look. So right there you can see a little different kind of feeling to the character. And I think he also comes with his head sculpt and these two fists. Just close hand fists for punching or smashing. And this alternate head sculpt. I'm not sure if this was a different look for the comics or if he looked like this in the movie at another part. So you can just pull off the head. So that looks pretty nice. Yeah, he's tough. I mean, I'm really excited for them to finish all of Cobra Law. Would love to get, you know, the rest of the baddies from the movie Globulus, and I can't remember the other ones' names, but it'd be a really nice team to have these guys. So, I mean, imagine getting him and Globulus next to him and all the other guys and having a really awesome team. Very imposing. In terms of articulation, he's got double jointed elbows, although I don't, yeah, you can get them more than 90. It's really tight. So I might have to heat this up. It's got a butterfly joint in the arm right there. You can get the arm up to about the side, a little higher. It kind of gets in the way with all the armor and the shoulder pads though, so yeah. I'm trying to push it to get more than 90, and I think you can with this bottom joint, but it's just really tough because you start to hit the gauntlet right there, so you may not be able to get it totally past 90. Oh, there we go, a little bit more. But you're gonna hit the armor anyway, so it goes past 90 right there with the bicep. Got bicep swivel, wrist hinge, yeah. Kind of like, yeah, up, down. There you go, that's good. I like it when it has wrist hinges that go up and down like that. Looks good with swords. It's a soft plastic, but you know, it kind of bends a lot, but then you can kind of get it back into shape if you need to. You got the gauntlet swivel, so you can get all kinds of really good articulation with the arms. Let's take the swords out just because I think it's hard to get the hips to the side. Get them in there, but you can basically get the splits almost. They have the drop downs, so that might help it a little more. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the splits. Forward and back. Forward, you can pretty much get all the way forward. Back kind of gets caught up on the diaper, so you can't get all the way back, but I think it's pretty good for what it is. Wrist, hip swivel. You got chest bend forward to there. It's pretty good. It's a little loose, so it doesn't want to stay. It kind of wants to go back a little bit, so maybe if you mess around with the joint, you can get a better articulation with that. Ab crunch. You get back a little bit, but not great. But yeah, maybe we need to get him onto a stand and you get some better flying poses. I don't think these heads, because of the way they're shaped, can look up. Not much. This one's a little bit better. The other one had a bigger helmet, so you can't get further up than there. So if you're doing a flying pose, he's not going to be able to look forward all the way up, unfortunately. You can get down barely, side to side a little bit. I think this is a double ball peg. Yeah. So even though it's good, it's not, you're not gonna get the best articulation out of that. So double jointed knee, it's pretty far, it's great. Up, you don't really get it up on the ankle tilt, but you get pretty good down, and you get somewhat of a rocker. It's just this waist, it's really kind of loose. I'm not sure what kind of joint they have in there, but it just kind of flops around a lot, so it wants to move all the time. Other than that, yeah, he's a pretty good figure for a deluxe. I'm glad to have him. I'm really hoping they finish the rest of the team. They look good. I'm hoping to do some outdoor shots, get some photography outside, go to San Francisco, take some shots out there by the beach or the mountains or by the city, get them with some other Joes hopefully in the future. But yeah, Hope you enjoyed this review. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Laters.